Hey traders, Nick Shaheen here doing some homework after hours, and this is my first with TrendSpider. Thanks, gang, for opening up the platform. So far, pretty snazzy. There's a lot to learn. Still a baby at it, little baby steps, taking the little tests you got on the right side. Anyway, this is not a happy video, at least not if you're long snap. What in the fudge? Thanks a lot, CEO. Hey, remember those great numbers we said, 20 to 25%? Scratch that. We're going to come in below the low end. I couldn't find a value. What's below 20%? Is it 19% or is it 1%? Or is it not growth? Anyway, the stock is down 33% after hours. Not only that, it's taking down everything, which is going to hurt the NASDAQ. How can a little tiny company like this hurt the NASDAQ? That's because it's dragging all social media platforms in there with it. Guess who's a social media platform? The Book of Faces. Yes, it is a, look at these automatic trend lines. That's pretty snazzy. How do you do that? No, that's pretty good. Anyway, back to the task. Facebook is down 6%. Just to cite an example, I can imagine Twitter is obliterated. Let's see, 5%. How about the Goog machine? Google. I can't see the value. It must be down. I'll check it. I guarantee you it's down. Let me see here. Nope, the windows are too small. Yep, minus 1.3%. Still down. So it's going to have an impact on the NASDAQ because all these companies tend to be techie and they will drag techies down with them. So back to, that's what I don't know. How do I immediately start typing and I go in there? I'll figure it out. So Snap down quite a bit. So what to do with it? So first of all, if I'm long, too late to do anything about it right now other than decide to book a loss. So before I book a loss, I should look left to see what happened the last time stock went down there. First, let's address the topic. Okay, so revising guidance lower and wolf blaming everything under the sun. I understand if the pandemic pulled some sales forward. How about you say that instead of blaming the backlog? Backlog of what? You deal with people. Anyway, they're still going to hire people, so I would imagine they're not going to shrink. They said, I think, up to 500 people this year. They're going to tighten the belts, but they're still going to hire people. But I couldn't find a value as to what the growth is going to be. They had guided last month. Last month, you guide 20 to 25%, and now you want to revise it lower? Come on. I think they're using this as an excuse to UPOD, as I've heard on TV like years ago when I used to watch CNBC, to underpromise and overdeliver. They figured to throw the kitchen sink. That's what companies do. They hide little mistakes here and there. They carry them on the balance sheet, and then boom, they have an opening. They throw everything out the window. Anyway, here's the deal. It is falling into the pandemic zone. So finally, it has given up the ghost there. Amazon already did this. PayPal already did this and then some. CRM already did this. Apple's nowhere near doing this. It's still 40% above that mark. So this was the world before COVID, then the crash of COVID, then the recovery, and then the extra juice, and then the ballistic idiotic move on the back of Reddit and RK-like fans, and then now the opposite people are shorting everything. They will get caught short. Guaranteed. They will get caught short. But today they're making money, the shorts on Snap. I had it in the box that said not ready. I was interested in it for the long term, but it said not ready. So maybe now it is ready. I want to read about it and see what exactly is the growth that they're forecasting, to see if he's calling bull and trying to throw away some bad things that he's been dragging in the P&L and or the balance sheet. I used to do finances for large companies, and that's what they do. They hide things. They have a big enough P&L. They go, oh, okay, stash this over here, slush fund over there, and then fix it all up and come out magically within a penny of whatever people are expecting. So anyway, this was a pre-announcement, I think. I don't think they were slated to report. So the time to panic is most likely gone. Down 30 freaking percent. So what are you doing on times like this? I'm not one to... Okay, so I'm not recommending trades here, but when things are super expensive, I try to sell them. So if you know options, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to even say it. That's what I would be looking to see if there's an opportunity there. Of course, I have to determine a price where it makes sense, If you know me, reach out. If you're in my chat rooms, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, guaranteed. If you're in my live room where you're watching my screens, you're going to be watching it tick down and see if it's tradable anywhere. When people panic, they make mistakes. They make mistakes. You know my story with AMD from the pandemic. $20. What? Thank you. Anyway, panic, it's too late. 30% down, 33% down. Yikes. So this is ruining, I believe, Zoom. Zoom had a good reaction to its earnings. No excuses there, right? The dude just straight up told you we were long Zoom going into the close. They took away the wind out of it. But that's good for me because I'm long with a calendar. So I'm short Zoom calls for this week up here, and I'm long for 2 weeks out. So I have a diagonal indeed, not a calendar. But Snap, boy, what a stinker.